Good soon to be afternoon. I have an update. We have been talking the last couple of weeks about the lady with the child in the park in Fort Worth. Last Thursday, we were able to get her off the street. We took her down and to the Salvation Army here in town. And at first they said they didn't have a spot, that they had that they were full and didn't have a spot, but they would put her on a waiting list, which, that's waiting list is okay. But, if you have a baby out in the street, it's 105 degrees. That's no good. But as we were there, the lady there at the Salvation Army, she was awesome, by the way. And while we were there, they figured out that one of the ladies was going to leave. And so they did have a place for her. So she was able to get in there. It's a 30-day program, and they will try to help her find another place or something more permanent work and all that stuff over the time that she's there. So that's a great thing. And I want to tell you this, that Salvation Army here in Fort Worth is absolutely amazing. It's super clean. The people there were awesome. They weren't rude. They were very respectful, and they showed love to everyone in that place, which is hard to find when you're dealing with broken people. Broken people have broken lives and problems and attitudes and addictions and all of these things. And it's difficult sometimes to have a good attitude towards some of them. But these people were absolutely amazing. And so I can't speak highly enough of what I saw down there. It's been years since I've been there, and it seems to be way better than it's ever been before. It's an amazing place, and those people are doing amazing work. But that is only a stopgap situation. We're still in the place if I can talk today, we're still in the place where we've been talking, where the homeless need something more permanent. Now, I know President Trump just signed an order to help get the homeless off the street, but that's basically all the order says, is to get them off the street, and there's very little information about it. I really don't know what all's involved with it, and as far as I can see, there's still no real permanent solution for helping these people get off the street. And listen, guys, we say this all the time. We don't know why they're here, and we don't care. Is it addiction? Is it mental illness? Is it other things, spiritual things that's got them out here in the street? Generational curses, generational things. We often see moms that are in the street with their grown children who are in the street. So it just kind of gets passed down. Homelessness does, and it becomes just a way of living, a way that they live. And there just doesn't seem to be a good answer. So again, we just want to continue to reach out to you and to everybody here on social media and throughout the nation. We need a nationwide answer to solve this problem. We need the churches to step up, and we need our government to step up to help solve this problem. So I'm going to continue to squawk and say this until we get answers. But somewhere out there, somebody has a plan. I believe it's Europe. Some places in Europe have a plan. I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, they call it housing forward. The first thing they do is they just house them. They don't ask questions. They just put them in housing. And what they found is in the long run, it saves money. It saves money because they're no longer filling up the county hospital because they're sick all the time, because they're living in the street, in the elements, and all that stuff. They can get all the social services and the churches, and all of those groups can get down there to get all of the things that they need, because we know where they're at. And then they can begin to work them out of where they are into work and into full-time job to where they can support themselves out here. That's another thing. If you're homeless, you're in the street, you're this far down, the kind of work you're probably going to get is not going to support yourself. Guys, you can't support yourself in America today on $15 an hour. Not without some kind of help, not without housing of some kind, because $15 an hour, that's not going to pay for housing by itself, much less all the other things that you need. So there's so many things that we have to sort out and figure out. And I'm not pretending to have the answer. If I did, I would be on here squawking what this is the answer. But there are people out there that are way smarter than I am who have the answer, or who can come up with the answer, and we can solve this problem. So those of you who are in government, who are in leadership in your churches, all of these things, we need you guys to step up and help us help these people who are in the street. And I want to keep saying this and saying this. They're not dogs. They're human beings. And they were made in the likeness of God, and God breathed his breath inside of these people just like he did you. And they deserve better than what they're getting from our country and from us out here in the streets today. You have a problem with people pooping in the streets? Come up with the solution to help get them off the street, and to help them with the mental illness and the other things that cause them to do these crazy things, right? The addictions. There's something behind it. Normal, sane people don't do these things. So there's something behind it that needs to be fixed in these people. And could it be their fault? Maybe. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe they're just sick. I don't know. But there's got to be an answer. So we love you guys so much. Every week I'm going to come on here and we're going to squawk about this. Every Wednesday I think I'm going to do one of these videos about this thing right here. But just remember that we love you, that there are those that are out here that are trying to help, and we're looking for answers for those who have finances, have money, have the things to back us and other groups, so that we can help get these people off the street. We love you guys. God bless you. Have a very, very blessed, very hot today, Wednesday afternoon.